Welcome to Making Money, the podcast. My name is Priva, and we're back with another exciting conversation. This time around, we're talking about renewable energy in Uganda. What does the future look like? What challenges are there? And also what opportunities present themselves for Ugandans? Joining me to help us unpack and understand this conversation better is Klaus Lumu. He is the sales expert and engineer with Mascope. Thank you for joining us, Klaus.
Thank you for hosting me. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah.
My name is Klaus Lumu Achlis. I work with Mascope Limited, a Ugandan-based renewable and solar company. I'm happy to be here.
How did you get into this business? Clearly, you've told us what do you do, but then how do you fall in love with renewable energy?
I would say, to be honest, first of all, it was the option available. So as time went on, after grabbing the available option, I found myself in love with renewable.
Yes.
Since we were dealing with the environment, saving the environment, and dealing with the ecosystem. Yes.
What exactly does your company handle? Because I can imagine renewable energy is quite broad.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have things that you specialize in?
Literally, Mascope is a solar company that deals in all solar systeming, be it commercial or domestic, but clean cooking or a solar-aided stove
Yes.
is the most eye-catching and ear-catching. Many companies that deal in solar around the country don't have it, so it makes us a different company from others. Yeah, literally.
What sources of renewable energy would you say Ugandans look out for minus the cooking stoves, those ones that you just mentioned?
Yeah, they literally, we are so used to firewood and charcoal. Nowadays, briquettes are coming in. A lot are being made through wastes, husks, crop husks, and many others. But we are so used to charcoal, firewood, and briquettes.
What are briquettes made out of? What do they look like? What do they use them for?
Briquettes are made out of waste, as long as it's not plastic. Some are trying to make out of plastic, but literally these are crop husks, such as coffee husks, rice husks, and all that. So once they throw away those, I should call it residues.
Yes.
Yeah. So people come and do some mixtures from such and end up having briquettes.
How is business going? Is there a market for your products out there?
Market is always there. Market is always there. But I think what beats most are the challenges that come with the available market. Yeah.
Is it seasonal? Is it constant? Do you have to go out there and look for your clients yourselves? Or does the money find you where you are?
It is so seasonal, but we are so much online since there are a lot of developments that are coming in. We are so much online. We do sales online. Offline is really low because most of the people of this generation are so used to smartphones. So you must be able to find clients online.
Yes.
For example, using TikTok, websites, influencing. That's why I'm here looking for sales. So that's it.
You push the brand as much as you can.
Yeah.
Just like any other business, I'm assuming that there are some challenges that you go through as somebody in the renewable energy sector. What are those challenges?
There are quite many. But the first challenge, since I'm a sales person,
Yes.
When someone hears about Mascope as a clean cooking company, by default, most of the clients think we can't handle solar systems. So you might find a client who has a big solar system on site and they end up giving it to another company because you're basically known for doing only clean cooking, forgetting it is just a product of the main we have.
Yes.
Then the other thing is these products seem to be quite expensive, especially the initial inputs.
Are they outsourced from here in Uganda, or do you have to ship them from outside the country?
We ship some things like the dimmer system. Of course, the solar systems we don't manufacture here.
Yes.
We end up shipping from China, but 80% of the products we use, we get from Uganda here. Some we make, some we buy from suppliers around the country.
You talked about clean cooking. Do these cooking stoves help people reduce on costs one or another? Or is it just the same as, using like charcoal or, firewood, just like we've said?
something I didn't say in the beginning, by the way. Our stoves are tested and proved. There's should I call it an entity in Makerere University? It's called CREEC. CREEC is there to make tests on every stove on the market to make sure it meets the qualities of a good stove.
Yes.
Though as Ugandans, we are not so much in making research. You just go to a market, buy a category, take home and start cooking. But there should be tests or stamps that prove this kind of stove. So our stoves are tested and proved. They save close to 70% of any biomass, be it charcoal or firewood, because you may find that commercial places like schools, hospitals, factories we have made for many big restaurants around town, they save close to 70% using our stoves and firewood. Then home, they also save 70% using charcoal. Then the volcanic rocks we provide on the stove and the solar element. So literally, saving is assured.
Someone that is watching out there and maybe they've never come close to understanding what clean cooking is or how exactly it works, differentiate what cooking stoves from your company are compared to what the ordinary Ugandan is used to. I mean, you go to the market, you pick your sigiri for 5,000, 10,000 and you go. How different are those from your cooking stoves?
Let me just explain in the layman's language, how someone should take the statement clean cooking. As the word goes, clean. The keyword is clean. Cooking is usual. We all cook. But clean cooking, basically, I'm going to give you two scenarios where we go to most of us, our village homes and all that. You go, you have a 3-stone setup. Mom puts firewood in 3 sides. They put a saucepan there. They bend on a daily basis. They bend to cook. Then you find them inhaling
the smoke
from that kind of setup. So now with the clean cooking setup here in town, first of all, we cook when standing to protect our spinal cords and other parts inside. We don't inhale such smokes because these kitchens are kind of smoke free. We used a little charcoal and volcanic rocks. These rocks were once magma. So after eruption and all that, you find maybe a heap of magma. So we crush it, then we bring it to Kampala.
So you guys go up the mountains to check?
No, they are just on the roadside. When you go to Chisoraz, you head to Congo. You just pick, crush into smaller pieces, transport to Kampala. We supply our clients annually.
Wow.
Then those rocks are smoke-free. Even the charcoal, once it is well filtered, it is not half-baked, you may not have any kind of smoke in your kitchen. So when you compare the two, where mom bends down and put 3-stone, and us who cook on a tiled kitchen, smoke-free, we have that gas-like mechanism where you can increase or decrease the amount of fire produced.
Wow.
So it's really a big difference between. So that's why we call it a clean cooking. First of all, you save on the biomass, be it charcoal or firewood. Then the other thing is you don't inhale those bad, harmful kind of smoke.
Yes.
Then you cook while standing. You measure the amount of heat produced by these stoves. So literally you can see the difference between clean cooking and the ordinary setup we're used to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would it be a fair statement if I said people in the hospitality industry, maybe let's say like restaurants and hotels are some of your biggest customers or clients?
Unfortunately, they are not the biggest.
Wow.
Yes.
How can they use the clean cooking that your company provides to make their businesses better? How can they leverage on that?
The issue goes back to the challenge I said first. When you go and visit maybe a big restaurant that uses like 2 or 3 sacks of charcoal every day, when you try to take the measurements of their saucepans, make them a quotation. Of course, I don't know, but I think it's a general character in such people.
Yes.
Their saving skills, I think, they're hard on cash. Someone will look at your quotation, maybe it's around 9 or 15 million. They'll see it as a not worth investment. Yet in the long run, it's a worth investment.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
They use a lot of gas. They use a lot of charcoal. I'm sorry to say, but some of them, their kitchens are really messy behind there. And when you visit some of these people, present your project, present your impressions, they are okay, they like the thing, but when you come to the cash bit of it, then things start to change.
Why do you think many of them are afraid of investing in these cooking stoves?
Yeah, first of all, Ugandans are not good. We are not good on making research. By default, I don't know why it is like that, but we don't make a lot of research. So when you pitch to this person about maybe you're going to use 70% of the rocks because they are reusable, you're going to save charcoal. I say using like 3 sacks of charcoal a day. You might use these in 2 weeks. They won't believe you. Actually, some who have bought, they will want to visit someone who has already bought. Talk to them, benchmark, and it's in our DNA.
Make their mind up.
Yeah. Our research is solo. So that's one of the challenges we find in such people. And I think also their expenses
Do you think
maybe don't allow them to make such investments. I don't know.
Because as Ugandans, I've noticed that people really just earn daily and spend daily. You earn what you're earning to spend, basically. So there's a little bit of lack of money in the economy, if I should put it that way. Have you maybe thought about like part payment plans where somebody starts with some little bit of money and then slowly, get to complete the money to receive their purchase?
We had that kind of installment plan.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I think the company made losses and we almost ran out of business because still our character in paying is not
the best.
Exactly. You make someone maybe a 15 million project, they give you like 6 and you start chasing them. You go, they lock themselves in the office, manager not around. You come back the following day, you call, they don't pick. So we ended up phasing that out.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless maybe now a financial entity like maybe banks or circles come through and pattern with us. Of course, some have tried to reach us.
Yes.
But what they ask is really... it is scary, especially to clients. Yeah. Investing maybe like 20 million in a kitchen, they might ask maybe a land title, maybe a consent what. And people are not so much in that. So they end up running. So
you would say even getting loans in your line of work is something that is hard, that you don't even entertain?
I think it is everywhere. It is everywhere. We have even tried that in schools where we have timely payments, but still things are not working out. So ended up putting it on hold for some time. Maybe we shall resume if things work out.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then as a company, you already mentioned how people are delaying on payments. How then do you recover? How then do you make sure you stay standing?
I think as a sales expert or as a salesman, I have to make sure sales keep coming in. However much client A has delayed my payment or client B has delayed my payment, at the end of the month, I need to present my reports. I need to present my targets. Are they hit? If they are not hit, what am I doing about it? So that kind of failure to pay, I handle it with maybe I give it to a different department. Maybe as long as I meet my target, I bring in a client, then the accounts will handle that. We tried to go the legal way, but I think
that's also time consuming.
We are not so straight.
You like a lot of processes.
You go to a lawyer, it also asks again another amount of money.
Yes.
Sometimes it is even bigger than the one you're demanding a client.
Yes.
So you end up letting things go.
Just go like that. All right, Klaus, you did talk about renewable energy being cost friendly, especially for people. They don't have to spend too much. But why exactly renewable energy? Why minus it being cost friendly?
By the way, when you look at the statistics, I might not have the exact statistics, but the fact is we are using a lot of biomass, a lot of charcoal is coming in the city, a lot of forests are being cut down since we eat. For example, you might find schools that have big numbers. They might be cutting down like 5 acres of trees in one term.
Yes.
So I sat down and looked at how fast trees are being cut down, we had to come up with such a thing. Because since I said our stoves save almost 70% tested and proved, that means a school that has been using 10 trucks a term, they are going to drop down to 3 trucks. So why renewable? First of all, we need to save the environment. It is so crucial worldwide. Trees are being cut at a very higher speed. So we came in with a solution, and actually we are still testing a lot of things to make sure I get rid of firewood, even in our kind of cooking. Yeah. So anything that comes up, I'll be updating you. Maybe I might be hosted again to show you what we shall have had by then, to make sure we cut
on the deforestation happening.
Yes. So literally that is it on the environmental side of our stoves.
But how do these fumes that we inhale while cooking exactly affect our health?
That is something that is a little bit more scientific, but one thing I'm sure of, those people who are having lung issues. We have had school cooks after retirement, you find them suffering, coughing like nothing. They go to hospitals, they told them you have water in the lungs and all that. That comes from inhaling such bad smoke. It comes from that, no any other issue. So with our kind of stoves, you will enter a kitchen where it is smart. Smoke is directed in one position. That is the chimney pipes. So you might not find any cook cooking while coughing, while sweating and all that. Yes, that's what we call a clean cooking kind of
situation.
Yeah.
Okay, what challenges do you also face in your line of work?
Now, the other challenges we face, this one is also very crucial. It is changing. Technology is very, very, very challenging. You find a cook who is used to a 3-stone. After convincing the HM, you convince the bursar, you convince the director, they are all convinced.
Now
then
you land
on
cook.
someone who is used to a 3-stone kind of. You
setting.
tell him you need to chop this firewood into smaller pieces, put them somewhere, close the door. They do contrary to what you said. It is so challenging. Changing technology. Some don't want to use these stoves. They will tell you in the service hall and all that. So it is also beating us in the field. Sensitization is also, people take long to adopt. People don't want to adopt. People are just rigid with that kind of
what they already have.
It's one of the most challenges we find.
If you were to get help to push your kind of business ahead, what help would that be?
Let me first draw back to the challenges again.
You remembered something.
In our workshopping, like, because we have a lot of workshops, there's that makes maybe those fire materials.
Yes.
The ones that fabricate. The other challenge we find is high rates of buying buying your car. Yeah, it is a little bit expensive. Then after even buying it at that higher cost, instabilities. You have an order, you see the announces. Remember, I signed a contract with the client that Wednesday you shall be delivering. So you start also painting a bad image to the client. So such things also beat our kind of work. Then you were asking about,
if you had a chance. Okay, now this I'm trying to bring in not the government per se, but how exactly can they help, you
even
know?
the government.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to hit on that.
Yes, okay.
So let me ask it again, yeah? If you were to receive help from anybody or any entity, what would that be to make sure that your line of work is being propelled to be better?
Any help would like maybe is getting updated machinery that helps us make things faster than usual. Then the other thing also would be this goes to the government. The other one would be an NGO or a well-wisher, because since we're dealing with the environment, we meet a lot of people, especially those who are zungus from out, because for them, they know what environment means. Someone will come, would like to donate to you maybe a machine that does this, because even the tests I talked about, it was just a donor who came through and was impressed he took us for tests. He took our stoves for tests, and they ended up being perfect. Actually, we've had some projects from abroad, though some go through, some don't. But most of the NGOs we work with around, they are funded by those guys, because for them, they know the impact of the environment compared to us here. So now, as those guys help us to maybe do some donations, have some better machines than what we have at the moment.
Yes.
If the government wishes, or if the government could, they could also cut down on the costs of electricity, URA things.
Taxes, yes.
Oh, yeah, they're also high, and they end up affecting our kind of work, or our line of work.
And I definitely agree with that. I mean, if the government decided to enroll a plan to sensitize every Ugandan to shift from using the ordinary charcoal to now using a clean cooking stove, it would be saving the environment in the long run.
Sure. Also, the government can do the other form of helping, or mod, where they can also come in, do some funding, so that we can subsidize on our products, so that they are affordable to everyone. Then they can also put policies. Now, like when you go to Namave, they're out of factories that employ a lot of people. You find them preparing food, and they are using a lot of firewood. These investors and other in-house investors. Even schools, what if a government put a policy that every school must have a clean cooking stove or a solar stove? You understand?
Yes.
So that means we are in this together. As we work upon saving the environment, these guys are also coming in to make sure things go the right way. You tell an investor, okay, if you're employing more than 100 people or more than 200, you must have a clean cooking that saves the environment as part of the project. I think it would be better, and we would be further in the saving, in the clean cooking, in the health sector, because most of these guys, after retiring and having their pension, they again spend it in treatments and making their lives better health-wise. So the government needs also to come in and do something about this.
Especially now that they've been pushing for the Buy Uganda, Build Uganda policy. So if they invested in brains like yours that come up with these innovations, it would definitely be amazing.
Yeah, and the other part about us is we are employing Ugandans.
Yes.
Yeah, we are giving youth platforms to come and work in our workshops as salespeople, as builders, as fabricators. We are really doing something that if the government came in and gave us a hand, of course, it would be a better Uganda. We all wish to be in.
Everybody wins, eh?
Yeah. So I think that's all.
But amidst all this, because I can notice there's a lot of challenges in your line of work, is there at least one success story that you can tell us?
Yeah, I have a lot. But
Please.
since you've said one...
No, go for it. Let's hear those.
First of all, actually, I've worked in this company for the past 9 years.
Yes. When
I left school, I joined immediately. I was trained. I started till now. The most benefit I have gotten from Massicop is meeting people I didn't know I would in my life.
Yeah.
Social capital is really a big thing. I have met, maybe besides the president, the rest I have met. The prime minister, the ministers, the IGPs. I've had meetings with big people, pastors. I didn't know I would reach here. That's the fact. Nice. I think it is the most successful I can tell. That if I'm to mention who I have met,
yes,
they are really many. My list is endless. Some know me by face, by name. Some saw me growing from
a young boy,
a category of maybe 100,000, now 100 deals of 20, 30, 100 millions. I've worked in the State House, had a project there in COVID. I've worked with UWEC. I've worked with UN. I've worked with WFP. I've really worked with a lot of people.
Clearly, you've had very big clients.
Yeah, we have.
Did you ever save some money, or it was still very hard?
Of course.
Okay, share with us your saving tips. How can we learn from you? How can we also save money?
First of all, okay, I won't say I've saved a lot of money, but of course, since I said I didn't expect to be where I am.
Yes.
That shows I have some kalito. At least I can sleep not where I can afford, where I want. I can I'm just 27 years, but at least I can even drive a car. Not I afford. The car I want.
You get the
according
things
to
that
my
you
age.
want. Yes.
Yeah. Then the other thing is the friends I've made, most of them are older than me in age and capacities, be it financial or spiritual or what.
So do they
I
share?
learn a lot from them.
Yeah, they share some tips with you.
Some have trained me. I tried to do some side businesses. They ended up failing until one of the pastors told me, you need to first stand, then you run.
Then you can run.
Exactly.
But then you're evading the question. I want to know how you save. When you receive your money, do you say, okay, you know what? 70% goes to expenditure. Everything I need. This 30%, I must save 30% off of every deal that I get.
My kind of work is when I hit my target,
Yes.
of course it comes with bonuses. So my salary is what I use in my rent, what and all that. So my bonuses, I never touch them.
Nice.
So when because I'm a source person, I can even live here and maybe I crack one of 5 million or what. So it will just go to I have 3 accounts.
Nice.
Yeah.
The shilling, the dollar.
No dollar, they are all shillings. But I save in different accounts and in different banks.
Yeah.
One I don't touch. The other one I touch maybe, since we have 4 quarters, I use one quarterly. Then the other one is my daily. When I go up to CG, I swipe. When I go to like that.
Swipe. You hear, guys? You swipe. We just swipe cards, eh? We're in a cashless economy.
Yeah. So that's it.
Are there any seasons that work for you, like peak seasons, where you're like, you know what? This time around, business is coming.
Yeah. The last quarter of the year is the most successful season. September, is it October, November, December? NGOs who have budgets are really working hard to spill them off. Schools that have plans, those plans are being implemented in the 3rd term.
Yes.
December, people who want solar systems, kitchens in the villages, they want to run to use so that by the time Christmas comes, all is set. So it is really the most successful one. But I think it kind of prepares you for the tough January.
The hard January.
Yeah.
So then how do you plan for January? Ngomba the next days ahead are going to be very, very tight.
Money. You save some money, you do that quarterly shopping at home to prevent hard days. Of course, they should come. They must come. They always come. But that's how you handle.
They find you prepared a little bit at least. Okay, somebody who is out there watching and they're like, wait, this renewable energy business seems nice. I want to join. What would your advice be?
The market is so huge. Uganda, East Africa, Africa worldwide. It is very huge because we've had clients from Sudan, Congo, and the neighboring countries. Some we drop them due to the instabilities. That side, you fear to go to Sudan or Congo. But the market is huge. Whoever wants to join, don't even hesitate. Make your research, reach out, see those who are better, see those who came faster, talk to them. You can join.
Yeah,
Uganda is close to 50 million people. We all eat on a daily basis. Actually, some eat 3 times a day, some 5 times a day. So
you all eat on a daily basis. I like that.
And being that we are in the entity of cooking, we must eat whether you have money or not. What differs is the price. Some eat for big amounts, others we eat for small amounts, but we must eat. All
right. As we wrap up this conversation, what are your final words to our viewers and listeners as well?
My final words, first of all, I want to thank the Making Money podcast for hosting me, for thinking about us.
You're welcome.
Are so glad. I am happy. You guys are really kawa.
Kawa.
Kawa, you're so good.
Yeah.
You're so up to date. You're so innovative. Keep it up. Then, to our viewers, thank you for your time watching us. It's not something we can take for granted. There are a lot of channels, but you chose this one. That's nice. For my clients, I thank you so much. Gwe mama, gwe tata. Without you, maybe I wouldn't be here. No one would know about Mascope. No one would know about Klaus. But since you give us projects, you keep us moving. I think that's all I can say.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Klaus Lumo. He is a sales expert and engineer with Masscorp. We've been talking about renewable energy. Like you said, it is a vibrant industry. It is developing. And the best part, there is market for everybody. So if you are interested, make your research. Make sure you know what you're doing. Seek advice from the people that have been there before you. And then you can roll out your business. This is Making Money, the podcast. I'm Priva. And we'll be returning with another episode. Until then, God bless.